Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madals. This is Go for SC2 Thursday. We're going into a round of 16 game now, I believe. Just let me double check that to make sure. Yeah, it is a round of 16 games. So the last of the best of ones. Spawning down in the bottom left-hand position, we have got the green Zerg. It's HaNfy. And his opponent up to the top right, it is dvii. Or dvii? dvii? I'm going to go with dvii as the yellow Protoss. Now, apologies for coming into this game a tad late. The reason being is I do not have any pets, but a cat has adopted me and my girlfriend, and if ever the window's open, it'll occasionally just jump on in and just be like, hey, I'm yours for the evening. And it's a really nice cat. It's one of our neighbors, and it is... I'm not a big cat person, but it's a lovely cat. Its name is actually Fussy, and it is the fussiest cat you will ever meet. Just comes and meows next to you when it wants some stroking. Then realizes that it should be a cat, and is like, oh no, I'm not actually interested in you. And he's like, actually, never mind. Meow! Stroke me again. It's all good. Anyway, this game is StarCraft, less about cats, although that is the secret to getting subscribers on YouTube. So if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. My YouTube channel is really neglected in terms of viewership. It makes me a bit sad. I need to be a bit more shameless in my self-promotion. I put on a lot of tournaments. I get quite a lot of stuff actually through on Twitch and stuff like that, but my YouTube views have stayed pretty constant over the last couple of months. Less people watching StarCraft, unfortunately. Anyway, Overlord. Chilling on by, coming to get a little bit of a scout. Not going to see too much. Going to know that it's a gateway expand, though. Once it comes on over here and sees the cybernetics core, it's a bit of a big giveaway. Brief pause. Momentary pause. Let's look at this drone. Let's look at this drone. Stuck in a little time warp. Before the moment that he realizes that he can't put the minerals back there. He's like moments away from it. He's just like, any second. That hatch will be done the second I go to do the minerals, and they'll be like, nope, and then it'll run back up to the main base. Poor drone. This drone, of course, just waiting here at the moment in case there was anything sneaky coming on by, in case there was a cannon rush or anything like that, because nobody likes that. Waiting at the moment. Overlord. Chilling on by. Nexus nearly come down. Still keeping good little peek. And everything going on. Third hatch should be on its way. Pool is already down though, so it's nothing too crazy. This is... Oh, it could actually get blocked. Devi comes over. Oh no, he checks. He doesn't actually see it. Ah! Pulls back just the last moment. Doesn't realize it's gone down. That's a bit of a shame. Running away though still. HaNfy, of course, can see that the Nexus is there. Knows that everything's going on quite nicely. Nothing too crazy on its way. Third coming down. One lone Zergling. Gonna go for a little patrol. Gonna go and check to make sure nothing sneaky's happening. This is a really common place to put a pylon. So he's up here. It's a bit further away, but as we see, Zerg players very rarely actually come and scout up that far. So putting up there is a good little place to hide it, if you do go for anything sneaky. 3 more gates coming on in. Now, this is off of 1 gas, so we should be seeing a lot of Zealots. Can the Overlord see the 3rd gate? Yes, it can! Oh, what a hero. Okay, this Overlord already knows. It doesn't even need to see this with this Overlord. This Overlord is like, I know it's coming. You're going to be making a lot of Zealots, and they're going to be hurting my face. Warp gate tech nearly done. Unfortunately, the Ling has discovered the probe and the pylon. 1 Zealot coming on over though. Should be able to save it. Already a lot of Zerglings coming on through. Takes down the probe. But still the pylon is coming down. That's a bit more frustrating. A lot more Lings on their way. Zergling speed is not done. Not even started. No gas yet for poor HaNfy. So it's going to be Lings and Queens. Maybe a Spine or 2 to try and hold this off. Already more Zealots warping in. This is a really frustrating little push to try and hold. Still. Running on through, more Zealots. Gonna be trying to connect. Here they... Oh. Nice bit of damage. Down go the Zealots. 2 already. So many Lings here. This is thwarted. Nothing can actually be done from this. There's not enough zealots. There's only 6. The pylon's going to fall. This defense by HaNfy was absolutely beautiful. Completely on the money. Down goes that pylon. Another one is trying to come up. This is quite sneaky. Can it be seen by anything? HaNfy, yeah, HaNfy knows. Sends the link straight over there. Another wave of warpins could come through quickly, and that could be frustrating. This pylon's actually in a really awkward position because not much surface area can really be achieved. Speed is just dying up. It looks like the pylon's just going to get focused. HaNfy does ideally need to take it down, but with the warpins coming on by, not going to be able to just pick it off yet. Of course, there's no spine down here. The spine's over at the 3rd. Good surround on a lot of these lings, though. The queens also trying to focus down the mothership core. The zealots getting a good amount of damage, though. The zerglings falling in number rapidly. The zealots have now been able to break through. They're still a big threat. 34 more zerglings trying to come on down, but 4 more zealots warping in. Zealot count up to 11. Still trading beautifully. The queens need to get some more damage through. The spine quarter poking and prodding. More lings still coming on out. The queens need to get a good amount of damage down. That is really key here. The lings alone cannot beat this. Queens dealing that damage that they need to, though. Transfuses coming through on some of them. Enough transfuse energy. Go on one of the queens again. Can he get it off in time? Yes, he does. That's beautiful. Really helps. All of these zealots now being cleaned up. A lot of lings have been forced, but overall, this has been some really good damage. The resources lost, we can see here, far worse over on dvii's side. dvii is just waiting at the moment, adding in the robotics facility and the Dark Shrine, because of course, when behind you, Dark Shrine is Protoss. True now as it was in the Wings of Liberty beta. Mothership Core trying to retreat. At least that survived. Little bonus there. Only minimal losses on both sides so far. Lots of drones coming on through. Is the lair actually started yet? No, it isn't. Gas income is minimal. HaNfy does have Zergling speed now. But he should really start up lair. Otherwise, he's going to be lacking detection. Dark Shrine can't be seen. It's hidden in the back. This Stalker will be able to pick off the Overlord. Always a little bit frustrating. Otherwise, Ling's still going to be coming through. They should be able to force a cancel at this third. Nothing there to hold that. Cancel guaranteed. Or it's going to go down, whether it's cancelled or not, we'll see. But no, ooh, that wasn't cancelled. Ouch. Ouch, that hurts a lot. That is a 400 mineral loss for nothing. Couple of good force fields. Photon overcharge should mean the majority of these lings in here will get picked off. Won't even get the zealot, so that's quite a big loss there for HaNfy, but he wasted some sentry energy, which is always nice, especially if there was going to be a follow-up push. 2 additional hatches coming through, 1 macro hatch as well as this gold base, so HaNfy taking quite an advantage. Hasn't seen the Dark Templar yet, nor does he have any detection, so HaNfy is about to discover quite a bit of damage. Okay, sees the shimmering. The first few swipes coming on through. Okay, 3 overseers are morphing. Will they get out in time? Couple of lings streaming up into the main base. The queen's trying to get away. 1 DT down. 2 remain. Still that DT racking up quite a few kills. Work kills up to 8 so far. 1 DT still remains. He got 5 kills. He's the real hero of this. That's why he gets to live. Backing out of this for the moment. Third base trying to come on through here now for dvii. Of course, that was annoying for HaNfy, but not catastrophic. He's still up by 14 workers. He's still up by a base soon. Or, yeah, up by a base, which is a gold. So, like 1 point whatever bases more. Creep spread still going nicely for HaNfy. He needs to keep that up. Get that creep payway going, especially around by this gold base. I'd like to see him spread some creep down here as well, just to keep an eye on anything that could be coming through. He's got the Overlord, which does give him a nice little bit of advance notice, which is important. Swarm Host coming on through as well now for HaNfy, so he's going to be slowly trying to siege this up. And Swarm Hosts are an amazing decision right now. And that's because with a lot of Immortals, with a big commitment to those Zealots early on, it's highly unlikely... Oh, with the DTs as well, actually. It's highly unlikely there will have been enough gas on the Protoss side to be able to pump out any Colossus. And now without Colossus, Swarm Hosts, they hurt so much. You just don't have the splash as a Protoss player to be able to deal with that. So overall, this decision from HaNfy is really solid. And if he's able to use these Swarm Hosts aggressively, he could be in an amazing spot. I wouldn't be so much of a fan if he does decide to try and use them defensively. And the reason being is that that will buy time. And dv, if he gets time, will be able to get out some splash tech to help deal with the locusts. Creep spread, of course, gonna get this first little look. In come the locusts now. They should actually stop the push outright. Down goes the pylon. Just knowing the locusts are there, there's no real way this army can engage. It'd have to be very mobile and just try and avoid them. Overlord gets pushed back a bit, but still running away. dv just waiting for it at the moment. Trying to see if there's anywhere he can engage. He's going to have to be so careful. He doesn't really want to lose anything to this. Could end up losing a sentry though. That is frustrating. Pylon's still getting picked up. The War Prism will be seen as well. Can anything get over there in time? There's 2 spines, so a bit of static defense will help. A couple of lings streaming on over too. Overall 78 drones up against 59. Although a big Zergling run by is really helping level that out. A couple more probes were taken out, but overall good defense coming down by dvii. dvii just putting those probes into the assimilator, preventing the lings from doing too much damage. This drop though, not going to achieve anything. Down goes the War Prism, good focusing by HaNfy. HaNfy still with a sizable number of locusts up, 13, in a strong position. Second robotics facility nearly finished, and of course the first Colossus is on its way, thanks to the robotics bay being done. But that's the first Colossus. There's already 13 swarm hosts, soon to be 19. And that's a number of swarm hosts that you don't ever want to be dealing with if you have pretty much no splash damage. It makes you a very, very sad Protoss player. Interestingly, the melee upgrades are coming on through. So these swarm hosts mainly being used to block up some damage. The lings going for their run-bys. Static defense still coming on through. HaNfy being incredibly passive considering he has repeatedly fended off attacks. Locust now coming on forward. They should be able to get a couple more kills here. Oh, the beautiful surround by the lings. Trying to prevent this army from getting away. This allows the Locust to focus it up quickly. Even dvii just being like, OMG. GG. HaNfy played that beautifully. Wins the game. Advances on into the quarterfinals.